As a parent of young children, your worst nightmare is likely being in public with them, tending to them in the car, in a restroom, at the gas station, in a parking garage, and turning your eyes for 1 second and, before you know it, having everything you love taken away. Well, that nightmare became a reality for one Southern California mother just a few days ago. Or at least, that's what she says. But police are speculative and the public thinks she's lying. But I'll let you be the judge. If you're worried about the world we're leaving to our children, well then it looks like your algorithm brought you to the right place. I'm the mom behind the mask. Welcome. Rebecca HARO says she was changing her 7-month-old's diaper in a Big 5 parking lot when all of a sudden she was attacked and he was taken. She said she woke up and he was gone, and we're going to listen to her and her husband's press conference and kind of walk through it together. And I'm going to tell you some things that I noticed, and honestly that pretty much everyone else notices, that really raises some red flags.
I'm begging you, please, if anything, if you know anything, please, I'm just begging you to bring him back. I took him out of the car seat and I laid him on the chair, and I had his diapers right here, and then someone said, hola, and I couldn't even turn, and I don't remember nothing. I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me. I came back to get my phone and call 911. I ran the whole perimeter and there's nothing here. I didn't see him. I didn't see nothing. Nobody saw nothing. There's no cameras here. There's no lighting.
To the person who took my son, please just give him back to us. We'll forgive you. We won't bother you. We just want our baby boy.
He has little wavy hair and light brown hair, so soft, like a feather, with beautiful brown eyes. Beautiful baby, energetic, very playful, very happy.
Don't hurt him, and please feed him. Take care of him.
Please don't hurt him and protect him, and just bring him back to his parents that love him.
We're going to go through and look at some of the specifics here in a moment, but I first want to point out there's no tears. There's no tears in any of this, and I'm not a body language expert. I am a mother. I'm a human who has real emotions, and I can only imagine what I would be feeling and how I would be reacting in this moment. I just don't think that it would be quite like this. Like I said, there's no tears. And, you could say, well, maybe they're all cried out, or maybe they're just in shock. Maybe they're not gonna, cry. Maybe they don't cry easily, or they can't cry, or whatever. But what I want to point out here is that they are pretending to cry. She and her husband both are doing the hyperventilating thing when they're like, that's not real crying. They are fake crying. They are trying to cry.
I'm begging you, please, if anything, if you know anything, please, I'm just begging you to bring him back. I took him out of the car seat.
A lot of what I'm going to say is really just gut feeling, because that's all we have to go on. But a lot of people are feeling the same way. And this long sigh that she does, these long sighs and these long pauses that she does, don't sit right with me, because it almost seems like she's trying to come up with the next thing that she's going to say. Like she has fabricated a story. When someone lies and they take a long time to get to the next part. That's what she seems like here.
And I laid him on the chair, and I had his diapers right here, and then someone said hola, and I couldn't even turn, and I don't remember nothing. I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
And when I look at the father, I see the same thing. They don't look like two people who have just lost their child. They look like two people who are afraid they're about to be in trouble. I don't know how to explain that besides just a gut feeling, but if you feel it, you know. Something's not right. And we're going to go into his dark history as well. He does not have a clean past by any means, and the fact that he's even still allowed around children is surprising, to say the least.
I came back to get my phone and call 911. I ran the whole perimeter and there's nothing here. I didn't see him. I didn't see nothing. Nobody saw nothing. There's no cameras here. There's no lighting.
Two things to point out here. One, it's interesting and odd to say that this was a place where there was no lighting, there were no cameras, and no one could see anything. How would you know that? And I thought, well, maybe the employees or security had told her, oh, there was no cameras there, no one could see anything. But also, if you're out with your infant and you're going to change his diaper or whatever, why would you go in an area where there was no lighting and no one could see anything? As a mother who frequently goes out with my small children, that's a little odd. You'd think you'd want to go somewhere a little more open and public. But yeah. And then also a lot of people have pointed out her eye. That is not a fresh bruise. That looks like a bruise that's been healing for a few days now, or possibly a week. So a lot of people are speculating that it was actually her husband who did that. And we'll talk more about that here in a moment.
To the person who took my son, please just give him back to us. We'll forgive you. We won't bother you. We just want our baby boy.
He has little wavy hair and light brown hair, so soft, like a feather, with beautiful brown eyes. Beautiful baby, energetic, very playful, very happy.
Don't hurt him, and please feed him. Take care of him.
Please don't hurt him and protect him and just bring him back to his parents that love him.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not buying it. This mom seems off to me. I don't really buy that you were in a parking lot going to change your 7-month-old baby, right? And someone said hola and snatches your baby and takes off. Something is wrong with this story. It is giving Jen Soto and Stephen Stearns all over again, doing press conferences on the news to help find a missing child who maybe they have something to do with it. Something is off. Something is off with her eyes. Something is off the way they are even talking about this right now. The way she describes her son. I don't know. And then the whole, oh, just make sure you feed him, make sure you take care of him and feed him. Parents, if your child gets kidnapped or snatched up in a crazy situation and you do a news conference, I know if it was me, I'm up there saying, you better hope the police get you before I get you. Like, not on some, please just take care of him. We can't find him. I don't even know what happened. Something is off with this, and I guarantee you in the next week, we are going to be talking about an entirely different true crime story unfolding right in front of our eyes, and I am hoping it is not a parent-child unaliving situation, but it does not feel good.
Mom was holding the baby. Dad was hitting mom. Dad accidentally hit the baby. The baby died. The baby been dead since probably Monday or Tuesday. Then they realized they had to come up with a story saying that, hey, someone kidnapped the baby and beat mom's ass, which we know was bullshit. The mom, that's not even a fresh black eye. And on top of that, nobody steals kids with medical needs unless it's a broke-ass family member or DHS. Shit don't even make sense. And the whole Ola thing, ain't no kidnapper going to announce themselves, lady. It's a fucked up situation, but that baby is going.
Now let's talk about Jake HARO, baby EMMANUEL's father. When I say I'm surprised he's even allowed to be around his children, I mean that, because just a few years ago, he was found guilty of the crime I have written out on your screen, because my avatar literally will not say those words together. But yes, Jake HARO somehow only spent 6 months in prison for that and is currently on probation. In fact, he has a hearing next month for an alleged probation violation. So this man has a violent history, which is why people are speculating he had something to do with this and that Rebecca is covering for him. At this point, both Jake and Rebecca have stopped cooperating with police. This happened after they questioned her about some inconsistencies in her story, and she became defensive and refused to continue interviewing. Police have not ruled out the possibility of foul play, and I have a feeling it won't take long for pieces of this story to fall into place. The truth will come out. Baby EMMANUEL deserves justice, and I will do my small part by sharing this story, calling out his parents, Jake and Rebecca HARO, and continuing to shed light on this as updates occur. If you're worried about the world we're leaving to our children, I'm right there with you. Thank you for being here, and subscribe if you like.